Someone over here was really bad. Yeah, we're gonna have to. Yeah, okay, I think so. Once upon a time, little red Deadpool set off to bring her beloved grandmother a wonderful basket of churros. You see, Grandma was a real misanthrope who lived alone in the middle of a dark forest in an old cottage. She didn't live in a nice, clean, assisted living facility like where most of our Mimas are forced to live against their will. This seems dangerous, thought Little Red to herself. But she ventured off into the woods anyway, so that children could learn from her mistakes for hundreds of years to come. It's a real after-school special kind of cautionary tale. Little Red skipped merrily through the woods, right past a whole bunch of unnecessary exposition, and arrived at Grandma's cottage. She opened the door to find her grandmother sitting there in a beautiful four-poster mahogany bed, hand-carved. I mean, wow, that thing was beautiful. Grandma, I've brought you a basket of churros. Grandma looked super weird. Yeah. And it's not because she was overusing those weight loss drugs, Ozempic. No, it's because Grandma was secretly the big bad wolfie in disguise. Grandma, what blue eye contacts you have? They're canon. And Grandma, what a retro comic accurate yellow costume you finally have! Shut up, bub. And Grandma, what big claws you have! Are those vibranium? No, they're adamantium. Shing! Grandma's not Australian! At that moment, Little Red broke off a piece of churro, dropped the basket, whipped off her cloak, ate the churro for the energy, and brought down her katanas in an X formation. Oh, it's not an Easter egg. It was just a stylistic choice. It looked really good. Little Red looked over to Wolfie and said, "Bring it on, Peanut." They action leaped at each other. It was a huge fight. It was awesome, really. There were chairs and tables being broken. Nobody was getting splinters, and the claws and the katanas ripped through the mattress, sending CGI hay everywhere. Which is a strange choice because regular hay would have been 500 times cheaper to use. But you know, you ask for a budget, you gotta spend all the money or they'll never give it to you again. And anyway, both of the fighters kept going until they both grew tired from the mutually beneficial climax of the fight. And they sat down on the ground. "Churro," said Little Red, now in her regular voice because falsettos are hard and I'm starting to get lightheaded. "Yeah." So they shared that churro. They shared the churro Lady and the Tramp style. And they looked around at all the destruction and they pretended to see that hay. Thanks, I'm glad you thought that was funny. Little Red turned to Wolfie and said, "You know, I bet we could fix this cottage up real nice. Grandma's probably willing to sell it. Gee, where is Grandma anyway?" She's on vacation." Oh, that's not ominous or foreboding at all. In fact, I trust you fully. Do you want to be roommates? Yeah. And so they were roommates. That's right. Little Red took the top bunk and Wolfie was the bottom. And they lived happily ever after. moral of the story, ladies and gentlemen, is honestly get to know your grandmother. Really? You can't tell the difference between this old woman laying in a bed and a huge jacked man? A huge jacked man? Yeah, it took two for some of you to get it. Well, everybody, thank you so much for joining me here today. I hope you enjoyed this story time with Deadpool. Wonderful, thank you so much. I'll give you a high five. I missed you. There it is. Here we go. Perfect. Bye, everybody. Have a good
Bye, Deadpool.